General Pani, I'm going to begin with you as a former Chinar Corps commander. Could you explain to me what you thought of first when you heard about the Red Fort blast and about this whole conspiracy, about what happened, how it was plotted, how things moved, and now this enemy within? Have they been developing strategies to outfox us, and has India got outfoxed?
So I think I'll dial back to the podcast which we had about a year and a half. I think the month I retired, within the first week we had a podcast, and I predicted a number of things on your podcast, and within a year they all came true, right? And when we got struck at Pahalgam, you called me back again, and I again predicted a couple of things which have again come true. We will continue to get hit, right? For one simple reason, because Bharat was always a very, very strong nation, strong entity. But in spite of attacks from the West or anywhere, we were able to hold back. दरवाजे हमेशा अंदर से खुले, right? It is the internal enemy which is very difficult to identify. The DNA of our country remains that we will look at the external enemy, we will look at military preparedness, which is very important, and we'll be able to deflect it. But the problem which we don't look at is the internal enemy, and that comes in some form of the DNA which we have got, which have been built into us, of ignoring a problem which is manifesting in your neighborhood. So while everybody knows, the organization knows, the people know, the political entities will know, the governments will know, even the people, the population knows, but everybody feels this is not my problem, this is a problem of somebody else. The institutions will take care of it, and we do not take adequate measure. We don't look into the eyes of the enemy and we call him out that you are the enemy for tomorrow, and that enemy, when it becomes Hydra-like, it becomes self-sustaining and starts striking us, and that is where we are episodic. So, an incident happens of 26/11, we talk about it, and thereafter we retreat into our humdrum daily activity when the next one comes, and we keep on blaming the government of the day or the institutions for intelligence failure. I think collectively we as a nation are continuing to falter and fail because we don't understand what internal enemy is. Now this internal enemy which you're talking of the Red Fort environment, please understand, and I think I spoke on a podcast both the times, that the investments which are done in a very careful, calibrated manner within the eyes, in front of the eyes of intelligence knows, they will talk about it. But we ignore it. It manifests after about 15 to 20 years. The doctors who were part of the whole cycle were not 5 years old investment after 2019 application came about. And a very famous top class, so-called top class journalist told me on a panel discussion and tried to advise me that this 5-year pressure cooker system which has come about in Jammu and Kashmir, which is a consequence of this. Now these guys were preparing in 2010. Where was the pressure cooker that time? The terrorism per se started in Kashmir not exactly only 30 years back. It started the seeds were sown much before. But 35 years back, it started manifesting into your face while the government, the agencies tried to look away and thinking, all right, this problem will go away and we must seed in more funds. Actually, those funds are being funds given to the snakes to be, giving milk to the snakes, which will come back to bite you.